In the heart of the savanna, there lived a young lion named Leo. Leo was strong and brave, but he was also proud and often overlooked the needs of others. He believed that being a lion made him the most important animal in the savanna. One hot afternoon, as Leo was resting under a tree, he heard a commotion near the watering hole. He padded over to see what was happening and found a small group of animals gathered around a tiny tortoise named Tico. Tico was struggling to reach the water, but the bank was too steep for him to climb. "Help me, please," Tico cried. "I am so thirsty." Leo watched for a moment, thinking that it wasn't his problem. But then a wise old elephant named Ela approached. "Leo, why don't you help Tico?" she asked gently. "Why should I?" Leo replied, puffing out his chest. "I am the king of the savanna. I don't have time for such small matters." Ela shook her head. "Being a king means looking after all your subjects, no matter how small." Leo frowned, but reluctantly agreed. He gently picked Tico up with his mouth and placed him by the water's edge. Tico drank eagerly, his eyes shining with gratitude. "Thank you, Leo. You are very kind." Leo felt a strange warmth in his heart. "You're welcome, Tico." The next day, a great storm swept across the savanna. The wind howled, and the rain poured down in torrents. Leo sought shelter under a large rock, but soon he heard a frantic squeaking. It was Mia, the meerkat, and her babies, struggling against the fierce wind. "Leo, please help us. Our burrow is flooding, and we have nowhere to go," Mia cried. Remembering Ela's words, Leo didn't hesitate this time. He led Mia and her babies to his rock and shielded them with his large body, keeping them safe and dry throughout the night. When the storm passed, the animals of the savanna came together to thank Leo for his bravery and kindness. Even the smallest creatures, who once feared him, now looked at him with admiration. Ela smiled at Leo. "You see, Leo, true strength lies not in power, but in compassion and kindness. A great leader is one who cares for all, big and small." Leo nodded, understanding at last. From that day forward, he became known as Leo the Kind, the lion who ruled with a heart as big as the savanna itself. He helped whenever he could, earning the respect and love of all the animals. The savanna thrived under Leo's leadership as the animals worked together, supporting one another in times of need, and Leo learned that being a kind wasn't about being the strongest, but about being the most caring and compassionate. Moral: true leadership is about compassion and caring for everyone, regardless of their size or strength.